everybody, it's Video Gaming Asian, the Asian sensation that is always here in gaming, coming to you guys today with the Pokemon Yellow LP. Now, I told you guys this was coming. I told you not right away, but it was well on its way. We are finally here, guys. Welcome to the first LP of the channel. Now, before we go ahead and get started, guys, let me just one more time apologize to you guys for having this be so delayed and whatnot. Like I said, complications. We just couldn't get it done right away, but we are here today with the Yellow LP. So we're going to go ahead and get started right away. I'm sure you guys all know how LPs and stuff work, so I will go ahead and explain it as we, kind of go along through the normal stuff that you got to do in every Pokemon game. So we're going to go ahead and hit that new game button. So, we have Professor Oak up on the screen right now. Now, guys, this is the first LP. I'm new to this and everything, new to YouTube for that matter. So, I do know that a lot of people tend to love to do voices in their LPs, whether they're Nuzlockes or anything like that. But, we're just kind of going to call this more of a casual LP. So, it's really just going to be us playing out the game. So, basically what I'm gonna pretty much say along with that is that I'm not gonna do voices this time around. Believe me, I'd love to do it, and I do plan to do it with a lot of other LPs, but this being the first one, like I said, we're just gonna sit back, have some fun, talk everything out and whatnot, and, just play some Pokemon. So, voices are not gonna be included in this series. I do apologize. If you guys want voices so bad, I guess you can recommend it if you like. I mean, if a lot of you guys really want it, I will do it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue along. So, Professor Oak here welcoming us to the Pokemon world, of course. Now, as you guys can tell, this is Pokemon Yellow, so we are taking a journey down memory lane. This is a little fun fact about me. This is the first Pokemon game I ever, I guess you can say, can claim to have owned. It was my first Pokemon game, basically. I'm sure we all have had those brothers and sisters, the older ones, that, got us into this franchise. And if there's anything you guys should take away from that, always love your brother and sister, your older brother and sister, if they got you into the Pokemon franchise. So go ahead, go give them a hug. If they kick you down the steps or whatever, then don't blame me for that, because I don't know. Sometimes family relations are kind of difficult. But as you guys can see, we have Pikachu up on the screen right now because this is technically Pikachu's game. It is, to be more specific, the title that they've given this game is Special Pikachu Edition. So, if you guys don't know, Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon. Hence, why this still pertains to be my favorite Pokemon game ever. Not only was it the first game I played, not only was it the first game I beat, but it has Pikachu as like the main, I mean, Pikachu's always going to be the main Pokemon. Let's be honest here. You think of Pokemon, you think of cute, adorable Pikachu. And, what am I going to be named? What is my name, guys? Well, because you're only allowed to do, what is that? 7 characters. Obviously, Video Gaming Asian is not going to fit. So we're going to go ahead with our abbreviated title, VGA. Now, as I'm typing this in right now, I have to say this makes me giggle inside every time I say my abbreviation of my name, because, VGA stands for Video Gaming Asian, if you didn't know. But it also is apparently the abbreviation for that cable that you can hook into, I don't know my tech that well, but apparently it's kind of like the HDMI thing, except it's not, HDMI. It's not an HDMI cable, but it's a video. That's the I only know what the V stands for, guys, but it is basically an abbreviation for a hookup to a computer or another monitor, basically. So, it kind of makes me laugh that, my abbreviated name for our channel is related to a, accessory to computers, so, I don't know. Anyway, guys, we are here to nickname our rival. Now, we could go with the basic, generic names. Go with Blue, Gary. I mean, if you guys love Pokemon Adventures and whatnot, I absolutely do. We could go with Blue. If we want to go anime style, because this game does relate a lot to the actual anime, but we will get to that just in a bit. We could go with Gary and, John. Well, I could go with John, seeing as how I tend to nickname my rival in, most of my Pokemon games outside, of the channel, John, but, that's not the right way I would spell it. So we're gonna go ahead and nickname our rival something else, obviously. Now, I can't think of a name off the top of my head, but what I kind of want to do, to kind of spread the love, with other local YouTuber friends, we're going to go ahead and try to name a lot of our rivals after fellow YouTube friends. So if you guys check out my channel, and on the side there with my recommended featured channels, you will see a list of pretty cool people. And like I said, I've already mentioned Toxic Brelum in a past video, but today we're going to mention a new friend. I just kind of met this guy, but he's got some pretty great content, I have to admit. So we're going to call our rival, you know what, it's not going to fit. So I'm going to go ahead and actually call it B dash, wow, W? No. Hello. There we go. We're going to call it B Mac. Now, if you guys are confused as I am onto why I'm nicknaming it that, it's short for Breeder Mac. Like I said, guys, go over to my channel, look at those featured channels on the side there in that list, and you will find Breeder Mac. Like I said, great guy, awesome content. He is doing currently a Crystal... Breeder Mac, I'm sorry if I butcher this. I believe it's a Nuzlocke. It's a Let's Play. It's a Crystal Let's Play. I believe it's a Nuzlocke, like I just said. But go check it out, guys. He's got great content. I'm loving the LP right now. So, Breeder Mac is going to be our rival, so we're going to go ahead and go off of that. So, B-Mac. Big Mac. I just had McDonald's like a couple of hours ago. So that popped in my head. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! I'm really excited, guys. Like I said, this is such a nostalgic game. There are so many factors that go into this game that just make it so iconic. Like I said, guys, this game is... It just has so much going for it. Okay, first off, it basically follows the anime, like I was saying a little bit earlier. They really did their best to approach Pokemon in relation to the TV show counterpart, meaning we've all played Red and Blue, obviously, and this being so-called that middle game, you know, like Yellow version is Red and Blue's middle game. You've got Crystal being Gold and Silver's middle game, whatnot, Emerald being Hoenn's middle game, and whatnot, but they really took a spin on this game, and to be quite honest, I could see some people being a little concerned about the way they, you know, decided to go at this game, but it turned out really well. Yeah, it follows the TV show almost, you know, pretty spot on. I mean, they even put Team Rocket, like the actual characters, Jesse James and Meowth, I believe, in this game, so that is just one of the biggest things. So not only is, you know, the game itself just great, but the fact that it takes that extra step by relating to the TV show just kind of makes the nostalgia all, you know, bubble up inside. But anyway, that is enough talking. We're going to go ahead and start moving. So this is the room. This is the, when you guys turned on your first Pokemon game, if you were essentially Gen 1ers, this was the first room you will see. So, you know, you got your TV down here, which I always found kind of funny that it's not on a table, it's just on the floor, but I mean, I used to have my TV on the floor, so. VGA is playing the SNES. See, that's how old this game was. They referenced the Super Nintendo Entertainment System as, because, you know, they throw in the latest system in all the Pokemon games as your, hooked up to your TV. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, we got our bed over here, and that is enough exploring in the room. Now, I believe if we go to... Aha! You can't trick me, Game Freak. I know all your secrets. We just got a potion. First item in the game. There you go. We don't even have a Pokemon yet, so what are we going to use that for? You know, that's a good question. Why a potion if you don't even have a Pokemon yet? Do they work on humans? You know what? I'm going to research that. I'm going to devote my life to researching potions and their effect on human beings. Again, this TV is not on anything, so if I had to guess dimension-wise, this TV would be pretty much on par with this table. So I don't see how you'd be able to watch it from like here. But anyway, hi Mom. All boys leave home someday. Isn't that the truth? I have yet to do so. So I'm kind of lacking a little bit. I'm slipping. Don't catch me slacking. Pallet Town. Oh, good old Pallet Town. Okay, so we need to go up here because we all know... Actually, let's go B-Mac's house. Breeder Mac, I'm going in your home. and this is B-Mac's sister, who... B-Mac is out at Grandpa's lab. Okay, we will come visit you later because we are going to need that map. But we're going to go ahead and get this game started. Hey, wait! Don't go. I'm not doing voices. I said I'm not doing voices, so... I could try to do them, guys, but I guarantee I'll mess up, or I'll just end up doing all the voices in the same tone. So, wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Well, there's my fun fact of the day. So, right here, this is where my heart just stops, and I take a minute to cry on the inside, because this game, like I said, is so nostalgic. My favorite Pokemon, bam, right there. And look at that sprite! Now, I'm gonna keep moving along here, but we all know how ridiculous the sprites in the other games, Red and Blue, looked. I mean, their back sprites are gross! I believe they still retained the back sprites, though, in Yellow, but the front sprites were immensely upgraded to look more like what they're actually supposed to look like. I mean, there are some really messed up Pokemon in Red and Blue. Their sprites, no. Anyway, so Professor Oak showing us what it's all about. He is a Pokemon master. Obviously, he's been doing... I mean, look at him. He's been doing this for years. I mean, he's got his own lab. He's, if you read Pokemon Adventures, you find out that he's this all-star trainer. I'm not going to spoil anything about that. Go read Pokemon Adventures, guys. I highly recommend it. But B-Mac is right here. Now, a couple things about why I chose this game. First off, or I guess I'm just repeating myself, but like I said, I just feel like this game has so much more going for it than Red and Blue, and I feel like, I'm not saying no one has, by God, I'm not saying no one has LP this before. Everyone has, I'm sure you go search over on YouTube right now, there's hundreds of people that have LP this, but I just feel like Yellow version would be so, it would have been so much better to LP. There's just, it's different. It's still nostalgic, and it's just a lot of fun. And like I said, being the first game I played, I don't know about you guys, maybe I should have made that the question of the day, but, being, first episode, we're obviously going to get our starter and whatnot, so that's why I posted that question of the day up there. So go ahead and answer that if you guys feel like you want to. And speaking of starter, that is the other reason why I chose this game specifically, because as you guys can tell, unlike Red and Blue, we are not given the choice of 3 Pokeballs over on Oak's table there. Like I said, this game takes a little bit of a spin and goes in a different direction, so I'm sure, a handful of you guys have played this game before, so you guys probably know that for starters, it's kind of pretty much determined. So as far as LPs go, I know a lot of people like to kick off their first episode with the audience picking their starter, but being a new channel and everything like that, and that, we got to build up an audience and stuff like that, I figured maybe choose Yellow version because it's straightforward. You can't really choose a starter. You're kind of set to who you're going to get and stuff like that. And so it'll just make things a lot easier and we can progress through the game smoothly. So anyway, Oak is talking about giving us a Pokemon. So B-Mac is, doing nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this. But B-Mac is not going to have any of that. He wants this Pokemon. B-Mac snatched the Pokemon. Breeder Mac! Rude! Come on, man. I thought we were friends. I'm sorry. Just kidding. Breeder Mac, I love your videos! Anyway. So, Breeder Mac now has his Pokemon, which I am not going to tell you guys what it is, because you guys will find out, momentarily. But, like I said, if any of you guys have actually played Pokemon Yellow, which I'm sure you have, you guys probably already know. Speaking of which, you guys already know exactly what Pokemon we are getting. You don't even have to play this game to know that. We get a Pikachu, and that is pretty much the overall reason I wanted to LP this game, because no matter what, I was going to get my favorite Pokemon to kick off the game. So, like I said, guys, back in, I'm referencing my other videos here, but back in Showdown Shenanigans, the first episode, I was mentioning how I don't tend to nickname Pokemon, at all, for that matter, but for the sake of the LP and stuff like that, and I know, it's kind of a tradition, everyone likes to nickname, have some fun and stuff like that, we're gonna go ahead and nickname our Pokemon, so, I already do have a nickname in mind, though, for this Pikachu, and like I said, if you guys haven't done this yet, I highly recommend that you go read Pokemon Adventures, because that is the nickname we are choosing for our Pikachu. We're not naming it Pokemon Adventures. I'm gonna name it Choo Choo. I forgot that you can actually do lowercase in this game. We are gonna go ahead and name this Choo Choo. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys haven't read Pokemon Adventures, then you won't get the reference. But basically what it is, actually it makes a lot of sense in this situation, because there's a character named Yellow, and I don't know why I'm taking so long. There's a Pokemon trainer in Pokemon Adventures called Yellow, which, you know, obviously references to the Yellow version game, because they named the characters after the respective colored games. So, you know, you have Red and Blue and whatnot. So, but Yellow has a Pikachu, you know, down the line. She's always kind of accompanied by Pikachu. It's Red's Pikachu first, Pika. And then she gets her own, which is a female, which I forgot to put the female symbol, but genders don't really apply to this game, so that doesn't matter. But basically, she gets a female Pikachu and names it Choo Choo. So we're going to go ahead and beat Pokemon Yellow version. We're going to name our Pikachu Choo Choo. So just remember that we're going to say it's a girl Pikachu, which I normally have a boy Pikachu. But, B-Mac, wait. Okay, so we're going to get into our first battle against our rival. You know, same stuff happens in every Pokemon game. Let's see what B-Mac has brought, to the table, or I should say off the table, because he just, you know, picked off the Pokemon off the table. Anyway, guys, as you can see, B-Mac, or your rival in general in this game, does get an Eevee. So already, you guys can pretty much say this game has kind of already taken that big spin, you know, because normally your rival gets your advantage, you know. He gets all the advantage on you. He always picks the, you know, Pokemon that gets type advantage against your starter and whatnot, but not in this game. It's pretty much electric versus normal. Now we get paralysis. This is going to be a great LP. This is going to be a great LP. First attack in the whole game, and we get paralysis hacks. I mean, and from Thundershock, that's 10%. Actually, yeah, I think it's still 10%, but it's fully paralyzed. This is gonna be simple. Very simple. And his tackle missed. Oh, this is gonna be great, guys. So, yeah, like I was saying, your opponent, and we got a crit. We just got, like, three hacks. We got paralysis, my opponent missed, and we get a crit to end off the battle. Anyway, I just kept interrupting my sentence, you know, midway. But as I was saying, guys, this game obviously takes a huge spin on things. Your rival doesn't get your advantage or anything like that, so it's pretty much evened out. Now, being that he has an Eevee, I don't want to spoil a lot of things, but, you know, obviously we all know that Eevee evolves into 3 different Pokemon in this game. So, you know, he's obviously going to evolve it into one of the evolutions. Now, I think that it actually depends, who he chooses to evolve it into depends on your actions in the game. So, you know, I'm not going to go ahead and look that up. Actually, we're just going to play through this game, and whatever he ends up with, well, that's a challenge for us, so. Smell you later. I never understood that. As a kid, I couldn't understand how to read, but, you know, smell you later, that's not generally what people say, but anyway. My Pikachu dislikes Pokeballs, right. Yeah, so, as you can see, just, like I said, relatable to the anime itself. Ash's Pikachu just hated being in his Pokeball. So, and like I said, it's gonna follow us around, so if that's not enough, you know, relation to the anime, then I don't know what is, but so we have our, look at that Pikachu, look at that Pikachu. You will not be able to do this until 4th gen in the Amity Square Park. Pikachu's one of the Pokemon they let you follow you around, and then you could do it in, you know, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But yeah. Until then, this is the only game that you will actually be able to have a legit Pikachu follow you around, and as a bonus, you can talk to it. And right now it's looking really sad, so I feel pretty bad about that, but we're gonna get it, well, here we go. See, look at that. That is how a Rattata is supposed to look. I mean, you know what? I can go ahead and pull up for you guys on the screen what, old Rattata looked like. I might do that, actually. I'm probably going to do that. So, right up on your screen right now. That is what Rattata looks like in blue and red. Or it's kind of altered a little bit. But coming back to yellow version now, this is what Rattata is supposed to look like. And I'm going to Thundershock it and end its life. What is going on? I swear to God, I'm not cheating. 2 paralysis in 1 episode? Listen, I know it's Thundershock, and it has a low percentage of doing that. In fact, I don't even know, is it still 10%? It probably is 10%, but dang. I hope we get this all the time, because that'll just make catching Pokemon really easy. Alright, I do know that you... Give me that extra potion, please. So now we're going to go ahead and have 2 potions. We are stacking up on items, and we don't even have to pay anything for it. So, oh my God, my controller, I love it to death, but the D-pad is also kind of like a joystick. So that's why my movement kind of gets out of whack sometimes. Anyway, we're going to go right on into Viridian City, and I don't know why I just tried to sing that song, but we're gonna go into the Pokemon Mart because, of course, we have to get that Oaks parcel. VGA got Oaks parcel. So now we're the mailman. So we're gonna go deliver this here package to Prof Oak right back in Pallet Town. And that's pretty much it. So, like I said, guys, this game, I really hope that it's just super nostalgic for you guys. I'm getting feels right now. I'm so excited to play this game, not only for you guys, but just to play it again. It's, I actually do own the physical copy of this game. It's somewhere in my room, but and the battery still works, so it still saves. But I haven't gotten around to playing it, but. Now I do. Now I have a legit reason to play this game for you guys. So, let's go ahead and give Mr. Professor Oak over here his package because he's too lazy to go get it himself. Gotta send a 10-year-old boy out with his Pokemon and go get your mail for you? Come on, what is this? Is this what we want to teach our kids? I mean, I guess you can be nice like that, but I don't know. By the way, I must ask you to do something for me. Uh-oh. We all know that theme. Here comes B-Mac coming in. His Pokemon has already grown stronger. Calm down, kid. I've been out on my adventure for like 5 minutes, and this Pikachu has not even grown 1 level. It has been putting in work, though. It did paralyze that Rattata, so. The Pokedex. The first Pokedex, the OG Pokedex, which conveniently resembles a Game Boy. If you didn't know. Yes, the Pokedexes were designed, at least I believe, they were designed to look more like the handheld systems. Except the Kalos Dex. I don't know what they're going off of that. I guess it could be kind of foreshadowing Nintendo's new handheld system, which apparently was rumored to be like a touchscreen cell phone type thing. I don't know. Not gonna say anything because it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. Whoa! This guy, Breeder Mac, in this game, you are just so rude to me. I can't make any friends. Anyway. So, B-Mac is going to be well on his way. Something tells me, or we're going to see him very soon, actually, so. Anyway, we are well on our way as well. Come on, Pikachu, let's get out of here. How are you doing, by the way, buddy? Yep, nope, he still hates me. Still hates me. So, we are going to have to, of course, get our Pikachu to love us oh so to death. But before any of that happens, we're going to go ahead to Breeder Mac's house one more time and snag this map from his sister. So, see? People Yellow can be nice. I really do need this map because I don't have any sense of direction. I don't. I do not. So we are going to go ahead and cruise right along back up to Viridian City, guys. And encounter no Pokemon. Wow. 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 We get 2 fights in this episode? Okay, I can dig it. So I'm gonna go in the Pokemon Center real quick. Just heal up. Look at Chansey. At least I believe that's what it's supposed to be. Oh, that's another thing. I don't think there was a Chansey, next to Nurse Joy in Red and Blue. I'm not sure about that. It's been a long time since I played these games, guys. I don't know, but regardless, that is a Chansey, and it's looking pretty interesting right there. We hope to see you again. Thank you for healing my Pikachu. So Pikachu's just chilling there on the door for some reason, but with this, guys, we're actually gonna end off the episode right here. Like I said, first episode, so we're just kind of gonna, you know, start it off. So we're not gonna do much, you know, in this episode. So we're gonna end off right here. So to give you guys a quick heads up on what we're gonna do when we pick up where we left off for next episode, we're gonna go ahead and go right on over to the left, all the way towards the Indigo Plateau, because like I said, we are gonna see BMAC very soon. Actually, you have the opportunity to battle your rival. I believe it's optional, but who doesn't like to, you know, get a little extra experience there? So, and Pikachu could really use it. Not to mention, we are going to start encountering other Pokemon and start capturing them for the team. Now, remember, guys, once again, this is just a normal LP. There's no Nuzlocke involved or anything like that. So, there's no rules to it. We're just here to sit back, relax, play some Pokemon Yellow, and just have a bunch of fun. With that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of the Pokemon Yellow LP, and I thank you so much for coming out to watch. I hope that you will continue to watch the series as it goes on. Remember, guys, if you enjoyed the content that you have viewed today, make sure to hit that like button right at the bottom of this video. If you didn't like it, remember, guys, just leave a comment. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, what I could do to make it more interesting for you guys. And also, there is that dislike button located right next to said like button. So if you're feeling like you gotta hit it, go ahead and do just that. But I will leave you guys with that. It's all up to you. With all said and done, I'm Video Gaming Asian. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you next time.